Hello, hashtag here. It's winter time. Well, it's autumn time, but it's soon to be winter. And we live in the UK. And as most of us know, it's a bit grey out there. And currently, outside my window, it's raining and it's very windy. So, indoor training, when it comes to cycle training, here's a few tips. So, whatever platform you use, there's loads out there. What I mean by platform, I mean like Trainer Road or Zwift or Ruby or Full Gas or Training Peak's own one, Virtual. They're always good to use. You can stare at a brick wall if you want to, but they do engage you in a set way. And using today's technology, i.e. smart trainers, a lot of turbo trainers out there, indoor trainers out there now are connected directly to the computer or the app that you're using ANT plus technology, and they create the resistance for you. So if on the TV you're going uphill, it will actually increase the resistance actually on the bike that you're riding. So smart trainers are always the best bet. Power trainers, smart trainers, it's almost the silver bullet when it comes to cycling in the UK, in the winter months at least. Okay, so first point, ventilation. We need ventilation or else you're going to lose a lot of sweat, because when we're out on the road, the wind actually cools us down as we're riding through it or through the air. We're not riding at any speed when we're indoors, and all we're going to do is just heat up. So ventilation is key. What a lot of people do is they have a fan and they open windows as well. There's a lot of really good fans out there. I'm not going to recommend any, but there are some really good ones, and there are some indoor trainer specific ones like vacuum cleaners, which I'm currently looking at. Protect your space. What I mean by that is indoor training is not really designed. Cycling indoors isn't, well, your bedroom or your spare room isn't really designed for that. So maybe put some mats down, because sweat is one of the most corrosive materials known to man, and you don't want to ruin your house. Next thing, well, that's the out bit of the water. Let's do the in bit. Hydration, because you're going to get warm, hot and sweaty, and especially me, I'm a really heavy sweater. I could lose probably a litre in an hour. You need to keep hydrated. If you're not hydrating, your body's going to be fighting the heat as well as the workout you're throwing yourself into, and it's going to unravel really quickly. So hydration is key. And the last thing, I suppose, is get comfortable. Adjust your position. When you're on the road, the terrain actually makes you change your position. You probably don't know it, but it does. And sitting on an indoor trainer means that being in that static, you can get kind of pressure sores as such. So getting out of the saddle and getting that bike with that proper fit probably is going to be a really good thing, including saddle mapping, I find. Distractions. Enhance your ride. Entertainment. Like I said, a lot of these virtual training platforms have got visuals, kind of avatar visuals, where you can race and you can ride with people from around the world virtually. It's going to distract you a little bit. You can use music. I tend to use music when I go anything above sweet spot. Sweet spot threshold and VO2s is always music, because it's pumping, like dance music, energy music, and that gets me motivated. But if it's something a little bit low key, then generally I'll jump on, watch some TV or some films. Just to distract me a little bit and make the time go a little bit quicker, because those sessions can linger a little bit, especially if you're, again, staring at a brick wall. So I would say incorporate intervals. What I mean by that is, although you may be doing base training, zone 2 training, a lot of my sessions, a lot of hashtag coaching sessions are interval based. Not hard intervals, but they move the power around a little bit. They move the intensity around a little bit to keep you focused and engaged for that time that you're actually spent on. I don't advocate 4-hour, 5-hour bike rides on indoor trainers. I think that's ridiculous. You need a lobotomy to do that, and I will give you smarter sessions for you to actually take on in those winter months, instead of sitting on the bike just doing one intensity for 5 hours straight. Impossible. Anyway, I would also say varying the positions. I've said that before, really. Getting out of the saddle, and changing hand positions just to mimic outdoor riding, and it's just to break up and improve your comfort during that ride. I would always say warm up properly as well. A lot of people just go hell-bent straight into the session, and that's not good. And your legs are going to fill up with lactate, or the lactate they've had in the previous session is still going to be there. Your legs are going to feel like concrete, and it's going to be a very uncomfortable experience for the next 45 minutes, hour, whatever you're doing on that turbo. So make sure that you do a proper warm-up. I would always say prepare in advance. Lay out your stuff, lay out your shoes, lay out your gear, lay out your water bottles, and it just makes starting a lot easier. So just be ahead of the game when it comes to things like that. I would always say be mindful of your effort as well. Focus on the controlled breathing and building stamina gradually, rather than stressing about hitting exact targets immediately. Let the computer do that for you. But yes, it's all about progression, and with hashtag coaching, all your sessions will be progressive and leading you into a certain direction to event day, to the big race day. You can, a lot of these apps have what they call erg mode, where the smart trainer will actually take care of the resistance for you, but you can switch it off and go into non-erg, and you can change gear on the bikes. There's a lot of bikes out there now where you can change gear. If you're using a normal bike, obviously you can use the gears on your bike. A lot of the Zwift bikes have got controls now where you can change gear. What bikes actually have gear changes added into their system, so you can change it, and don't be afraid to move around a little bit on the resistance if you need to. Chase the resistance actually manually rather than leaving it in auto mode. I like to do both. Sometimes if it's a zone 2 ride, I like to chase the numbers, i.e. leaving it in non-erg mode, so I can just keep it a little bit more varied. But if it's a specific session, obviously I want to hit the numbers. But then we go the other way and you go VO2s, which are high-end stuff, which you won't do until next year, into the pre-season prep. And again, I go non-erg mode because I'm a lot better at doing that rather than being controlled by the bike that's under me. Right, I'm waffling. 7 minutes. Okay, that's enough about your indoor training. Good luck. DM me on the hashtag if you're interested about setting yourself up for turbo training and indoor training and actually having a successful 2026. Ciao, ciao for now. Crack on.